Broadcasting live from Youngville, North Carolina and Ontario, Canada. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly show where Vicky Rowe and AJ Aramutz bring you the mead news, meadery info, and mead-making discussions from all over, talking with mead makers, mead owners, industry mavens, and influencers. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly podcast about mead and the people who love it and where the mead world is going. And now here are your hosts, Got Mead owner Vicky Rowe and mead and wine maker AJ Aramutz.
Live from the rolling den of the Puppies of the Apocalypse, which is currently in Lacey, Washington, the TARDIS in Florida, possibly Melbourne down under if Hamish gets free, and the Bunny Pen in Ottawa, Canada. It's Got Mead Live. Welcome to the show. We were hoping to have Steve Piatz on tonight, the author of The Complete Guide to Mead Making, but unfortunately, Steve had a last-minute medical thing come up. He's okay, so don't panic and don't bug him, but in the meantime, it was something that had to be dealt with right away, and it came up today, so we had no idea until it was too late to juggle schedules. So we've been fortunate that Bobby Slanz, who you guys heard on the show last month, and also Tom Repas, who is a two-time Best of Show winner at the Mazer Cup, and of course we've had him on too, and then finally Sergio Moutela will be coming on later in the show. So we've got a pretty good bunch of people, and I think we'll have a good discussion today. Steve will be coming on, definitely. We've just got to get him back on the schedule for a different date once he gets this thing resolved. So it shouldn't be that too terribly long, but we apologize, and it is what it is, so we're just going to go on with the show. You can listen live to us on the Got Mead website, or if you're mobile, you can catch us after the fact on iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn, and Stitcher. We also have a show player on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GotMead. And replays all the way back to the beginning of the show are available on GotMead.com, Spreaker, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio. If you want to find us online, of course, the website is GotMead.com. On Facebook, it is Facebook.com/GotMead for the page, and Facebook.com/groups/GotMead for our group. Twitter, we are at GotMeadNow. And if you want to send us a question, just go to GotMead.com, put your mouse over Got Mead Live, and in the drop-down you will see Send Us a Question. And you can send us any questions you want us to ask upcoming guests or just want us to talk about. Doesn't have to be for anybody in particular. And, of course, if you want to call, and if Skype's cooperating that day, you can call us at 803-443-MEAD. That is 803-443-6323. And while we all do this because we're that awesome and because we really love mead, the storage and services, et cetera, they all cost money. So if you like what you're hearing, then consider becoming a Got Mead patron. It's only $30 a year. You get access to our patron forums on GotMead.com, our patron group on Facebook, and you get to talk with people who, have all kinds of really awesome recipes. There's a lot of award-winning recipes in those groups that you can check out. So it's definitely worth it. So if you think that this show, GotMead.com, and other properties that Got Mead has have been useful to you, consider doing that. I want to put out a great big thanks to those who've done this over the last couple weeks since our last show. There's been a number of you. You know who you are. And I really do appreciate it. It helps. Every little bit helps to defer the costs of those services that, you know how it is. The bills just keep coming. So that was Obi saying hi. And
that was another bill coming in, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm in my daughter's bedroom, and she just got home from work. So she's coming to get her stuff so she can get out of her uniform, which I'm sure she'd like to get out of. So what are we drinking tonight? AJ, what about you?
I have got a bottle of Golden Coast Mead's Orange Blossom. I love it.
Nice.
I'm so happy.
I've got a cup of Orange Blossom Bomb that I was having. It's nice.
Finally getting
nice and dry.
Finally getting to drink again.
Yeah, just a little bit, not too much.
No, yeah, Don't push it. Don't push it.
Ease back into that carefully.
Yeah, well, I would be too. I have a bottle of Hidden Legends New Bearded Saint. It's their latest release. It's a carbonated mead. It's a 8%, comes in a 500 milliliter bottle, and it's like a lightly sweet, carbonated, just a straight up, nice, clean, traditional session mead. It's not fancy and not complicated. It's just nice. It's really easy drinking. I mean, you could drink this pretty much all day long on a summer day. It's great. And given the fact that it's been like 105 degrees in Montana lately, that might be a good thing to have. They're having like the biggest heat wave. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's been wild up there. But okay, so let's go ahead and bring Bobby in, and we will get things going. Sorry, my daughter's talking to me. And let's see, add people to this call. Computer already knew I wanted Bob Slanz, so we'll just go ahead and add him. And get him in here. So funny that it tried to add him at the beginning of the call, and I had forgotten to remove him from the group from last time. And it's like, how was I didn't even know at the time that I was actually going to have to add him to the call, so. He's not answering yet. We'll go ahead and get Tom in here, too. I think he said he was going to be home from work.
Well, if we can't get anyone, we wing it for a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Because, talking, we can do that.
We can do that, yeah. Tom, did you make it in?
Skype says not quite yet.
Okay.
Hello.
Maybe now.
Oh, who do we got?
Bob.
Hey,
Hi,
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, I didn't catch you the first
How are
time
you?
around. Pretty good.
Good.
Thanks for being willing to jump in since...
Hello, you have reached 605.
Obviously,
877
Tom's not home yet.
2023.
I hate when that happens.
He's out with his bees.
Yeah, well, he said that he was going to be back in about 20 minutes, so we'll give him a little bit and call him back. But, yeah, we'll get him in here. I'm trying to juggle 3 different
It's
things
just
at
being
once.
one of those days.
It happens.
It happens,
to everybody.
yeah.
At least you guys recovered quick.
Well, yeah, Steve sent me an email, but apparently I didn't see it. I haven't looked at my email in about an hour and a half, so it was probably a last-minute thing, because I've been looking at it all day and didn't see anything. Or if he sent it, my schizophrenic spam checker decided to grab it, even though he's generally recognized as safe in my emails. But, yeah, he's okay. He's just got some things.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's just got some stuff that came up suddenly and had to be dealt with right now, and he'll be fine. But you know how it is. It's like shit happens, and then it is.
You deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. And we are fortunate to have people like yourself who will come on here and happy to talk turkey and mead and bees and things like that. So yeah, cool.
Yeah. So so I'm trying to organize a meat event in New York City.
Oh yeah?
For the fall. Yes, I have a spot. I hopefully have a spot at my friend's brewery. And it's Chris Kuzmi. He's opening Fifth Hammer Brewery down in Long Island City. And his wife is Mary Izette. They own Kuzet Libations. So Mary, the one I recommended to be on the show.
I know. She hasn't emailed me back
Chris's
yet.
wife.
I'm hoping to get a hold of her. Would you please let her know that I'd really love to talk with her?
Sure. Well, she does her radio show, I think, on Monday nights.
Uh-huh.
Because she has a radio show, too, Ferment About It.
Yeah, you were telling me.
And they
awesome.
cover, everything from whiskey to kombucha, kefir, and she makes everything.
Wow, that's so cool. I really want to have her on the show. Just let her know I dropped her an email, and I don't know, her spam catcher may have grabbed it because she doesn't know me, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but just let her know I dropped her an email, and if
along.
she didn't see it, tell her I'll email her again, and it's coming from gotmead.com.
Cool. Yeah, I could certainly do that.
Yeah, thank you.
So I spoke to, we're trying to get it there, but, it's going to be, I don't know of anybody else who has a soul meat event. So this is going to be like an experiment and, see what kind of response we do get.
Yeah.
Cool.
Something different. So originally I was trying to have it on Mead Day, but Omagong has a big event in upstate New York. So that's not a great weekend to do it, especially in New York City, because a lot of people go away for the weekend. They camp up at the brewery.
Oh, really?
So it turns into it's a weekend thing.
Nice.
Is that a long weekend down there too?
For which week?
We actually have a long weekend first weekend in August.
Oh,
No, we don't.
no, it's not an officially long weekend here. It might be a long weekend for some people, but yeah, it's not like a holiday weekend or anything like that.
I always find the weekends very short, honestly.
Well, yeah.
The weeks are always long.
Yeah. Even the long weekends are kind of short, aren't they?
Because we all keep trying to cram too much into them.
Yeah, well, it's that, and it's it's that, and just the fact that there's just not enough weekend and too much week.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
So I hear you there. The nice thing is, for me at least, is I have some flexibility to pick and choose my off days.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that comes in handy. Being self-employed is good that way. On the other hand, though, there's not necessarily regular paychecks, so, trade-offs.
And I'm somewhere in the middle of that, too.
Boy, you can say that again about no regular paychecks when you're self-employed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like feast or famine, and it's like money, wait, no money? What do you mean, no money?
Savings.
Yeah. Savings? What's that?
Line of credit, then.
Yes, well, there is that. There is definitely that.
Yeah.
But
I run into the same thing, having chosen to work part-time instead of full-time.
Yeah. But
sometimes there's sometimes the week runs the money runs out before the week does.
So Bobby, what's your vision for this mead gathering? I'm curious.
I would just like to get as many people exposed to mead as possible. And I don't really want to do a homebrew contest. I would just like, almost like a beer festival, but with mead. And just start it on a smaller scale to see if we could sell a couple hundred tickets.
Yeah.
Just to fill the room would be great. If you're a man, you can come back next year and grow it. But, it's a tough thing because a lot of people have a preconception of what mead really is, and I think in the past 5 years, mead has come a very long way, commercially. 5 years ago, nobody was doing short meads, really.
Yeah.
Now everybody seems to have them. And I think that if you have the right meaderies there, and you could really a lot of exposure, and I think a lot of people would open up to what it is, rather than what they thought it was. This isn't the Ren Fair white wine with a half a quart of honey poured in every gallon.
You.
Yes.
Hey, I drink it anyways, but it's still not mead.
It's still not mead. Yeah, they say I've drunk it too. But
it's honey wine.
It's honey wine. Yeah, wine with honey and spices added. Okay, that's great. Just be honest about it. But that would be
just don't call it mead.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Visions of mead festivals are filling my head, where basically it's like a wine festival but mead only, right?
Yeah, well, I try to start small, and I would like to have the majority of it short mead, only to get, because I don't want to hand out drinks that are 14% to everybody who's walking through the door.
Yes, there is that.
Because
most of them have to drive home.
Beer people sort of shoot the mead like it's a beer.
Yeah. But I saw a mead a beer festival. Sorry, not a mead festival. A beer festival